So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say it less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? This was something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Say less. Talking so good, slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less.
Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less,
Say less. Say less. Say less.
Baby, do what I should, man. Point, baby, do what I could, man. Point, baby, do what I should, man. Point, baby, do what I could, man. Point, baby, do what I should, man. Point, baby, do what I could, man. Point, baby, do what I should, man. Point, baby, do what I could.
I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. Don't want no right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty. I'm $1 million baby. Don't let me. Oh hell no. You rip my city so damn long. Just still don't notice me. Sound next. Oh VA next. Nothing next. Running up the check. She a bad woman, mama, she a diva. No matter what happens, she cannot come between us again. I know we're better than friends. I played up Queen's Gambit, showed around my friends. Try to pick some energy up, it don't matter. I know you haven't moved on if you tried. I don't believe it, baby. I know you lied all night long. What you mean I changed? I'll stay the same. Had me losing my mind. Said the city is mine. I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. Don't want no right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So let me. I'm $1 million baby. Don't let me. I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. Don't want no right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So let me. I'm $1 million baby. Don't let me.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run
You
it back.
getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some cloud around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gates, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive our gang straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. looking back, cause he don't with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run it
Trying
back.
to add to the cipher. Time is money, trying to run the numbers higher. They're hustling early, it's hardwired. Photo bezel, frozen echo, black attire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Be getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food.
We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's in Power Field at Mile High here in Denver. Here's Joshua Carney ready to get this one started. And off we go from Denver. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Try again. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Quick throw, taken in. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Inside the 30. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of the attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Ray gonna return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, this is Kendrick Miller. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down. They face second down and 7. And in motion is Brown. They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one, and he's got his team a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The tight end going in motion to the left. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 37 yards. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Here's a run, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Denver. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this first quarter alone. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. Broncos move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Chase Brown. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And in motion is Brown. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. Here's a first carry for their running back. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run straight ahead with Miller. And nothing on that one back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Give up the middle, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Slot man in motion right. They'll throw out of the gun. He keeps it himself. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Pass completed right side to Ferguson.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. And in motion is Brown. On second down, Miller. He is in. Kendre Miller. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's going to air this one out, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Back to the ground after the penalty, and that'll be a pickup of 3. We are through 1. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Second and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Broncos.
This is just back-breaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the 1st down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. looks to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. Taking off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
There's a 3rd down and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Avon Thibodeau, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
I think think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Looking to throw. McCarthy. The throw on the run is complete. And the Broncos are looking at a first and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. To throw is McCarthy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trayvon Diggs, tight coverage, and he knocks that one away.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ray gonna return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
A good spot here, second and a yard. He'll turn and hand this one off. He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. first and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
They'll look to throw yet again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the...
He slams it in there, and he is in. Kendre Miller. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half.
The kick is good. Makes the score Broncos 28, Cowboys 14. Joshua Carty to kick off.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That's over the middle to the tight end, Sinnott. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
2nd down and 3. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Broncos.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. Ray gonna return it. And he's gonna be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, Broncos 35, Cowboys 14.
Deep. Make a meal.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
That's how to dig yourself out of a hole. A pickup of 18, much more manageable. 32 coming up. They try and run here with Miller. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Man in motion is Brown. Now, faking the give. Got his man at the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Carney now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. Here's Carney now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Slot man in motion left. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession? This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On the handoff, this is Miller. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Dallas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now return coming from the 7th. A good return as he takes it across the 30. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Open man is Davis. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Thrown left side. The catch is made. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That is hard. Down the field. He's got it. A huge play on 4th down. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Brown. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Third and 2, and here's McCarthy. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Denver. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He gets it to go. Broncos will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ray gonna return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
The pressure all over him. He goes down again. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And he's going to have a Cowboys 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. There's that man again. Another catch.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one caught just past the pylon. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2. Throwing now from the gun. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now they'll set up to throw. A pass taken in by Miller.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's taken in left side by Smith. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Slot receiver headed right. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's got it at about the 8, and he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. He'll start at the 4. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Up the middle they go. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the 47. Third and a yard. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Davis heading in motion. They'll stay on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Brown. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll run here with Brown. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A carry here for Brown. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They need 8 as they come up for third down. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. That caught by Davis. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Right back to the fullback. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to try it here again. That's caught! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right.
And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. And this one is blocked. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 40. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. Inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A gain of 48. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll stick with him again. He'll work forward only to about the 18. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball and winning.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it back.
You getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some cloud around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gate, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change, just scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive a gang. Straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had him shipping the benzine. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back.
Time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher.